Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. So, how are you? How is the weather in Tallinn?
Getting better, hopefully. Not raining, but no sun either.
Okay, great.
But anyway, greeting from Estonia.
Okay, thank
Despite
you.
the chilly weather.
Noted. Thank you, Vaiko. And the floor is yours. Please feel free to present on Estonia.
Can you see my slides?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Okay, yes, again, hello to everyone. My name is Vaiko, and I'm Chief Operating Officer at Rail Baltic Estonia. And before I jump into these key procurements, let me just quickly remind what is the role of Rail Baltic Estonia in this project. Rail Baltic Estonia is a main implementer Rail Baltica project in Estonia, inside Estonian borders, and we're responsible for the mainline construction and design and construction of the point type objects, such as terminals, stations, depots, and so on. Now jumping to today's agenda. Within the next 10 to 15 minutes, I will give an introduction of the ongoing tenders, about the tenders that are going to be announced this year. And for ease of reference, I have separated them into categories for each quarter by publication dates, and the categories is the following, like station terminals, viaducts, main and railway. And then I tell you how to take part in our procurements, where to pay attention to, and all our procurements will be announced and published in Estonian Procurement Registry, and procurements above the international thresholds will be also announced in this European procurement website. Very briefly, the status of the project in Estonia. Now we are kind of nearing completion of the mainline design, and the full focus is on the mainline construction. And just for the note that these construction tenders, they also include some kind of design works. And the technical specification is based on master design, so contractor has to do the detailed technical design. Before I move on to the procurements, just briefly the scope of the Rail Baltica projects in Estonia. What is the portfolio? So the railway, it covers Estonia, and that length is 213 kilometers. Double track. We have two international passenger terminals, one in Tallinn, one in Pärnu. We have two infrastructure maintenance facilities, also near Tallinn and Sodeva, and another one in Pärnu. So we have two freight terminals in Muuga, north of Tallinn, and also near Pärnu. And we have 12 regional stops along the railway. We have one rolling stock depot near Tallinn. Then we have 24 aqueducts and 86 bridges and viaducts. So now to the main topic. I've already announced this year, let's say, 3 major construction procurements. 2 are related to the mainline construction, and the construction scope is related to the substructure. These mainline constructions do not include any superstructure work, such as ballast, rails, sleepers, electrification, CCS. So these are out of the scope. So starting with the first mainline construction that has been already announced, and it's open for the bids. It's Ülemiste-Sodeva section. You can see on the map the red circle, and length is approximately 5 kilometers. And the deadline for the submission of the tenders is May. And more detailed information of this specific procurement you can find in this registry, and the link. You can open the link, and then there's all the documents and detailed information. What's important to know that all the communications regarding procurement official has to go through this Estonian procurement register. And I will remind these communications also in each slide, because it's vital that there can't be no communications elsewhere. So another construction procurement that has been already announced is a section in Rapla County, starting from the Rapla border and goes to the Loone. The section is nearly 9.5 kilometers. The estimated cost is around 70 million. And the deadline for the submission of tenders is also May this year. And more information can be found on this website and this Estonian procurement register. And these slides will be shared, and you can, I think, you can use these links to go and study these ones. A bit smaller procurement is related to one viaduct in Rapla County, and its cost we expect to be around 5.5 million. And it's in Rapla County, and the deadline for the submission of the tenders is May, 10th of May. So, about the procurements that will be announced. Second quarter, there will be one mainline section, Loone-Kuku, the length of 7.2 kilometers, and the expected value of the contract will be around 62 million. Another procurements related to the viaducts. Altogether, 5 viaducts procurements will be announced. 2 of them, Juula and Parila, will be procured by us, Rail Baltic Estonia. And the rest 3, they will be procured by Estonian Transport Administration in close cooperation with us. So there's 2 viaducts are in one procurement. Another Kangro traffic junction is a separate one, and it includes 5 structures. There's only one construction procurement, and it's related to Ülemiste passenger terminal. And the scope of works includes construction of northern streets of the terminal and relocation of the tramway. And its anticipated value is around 13 million. And the busiest quarter will be fourth quarter this year, where we are going to announce 6 mainline construction tender. You can see on the map, let's say starting from the north, Soodava station. It includes the station area, substructure work for station, and 2 major structures like Lagedi road viaduct and Lagedi tunnel. And tunnel length is approximately 700 to 800 meters, so quite huge one. Moving to the south, next circle, the bigger one, section starting from Vasko-Ülemiste channel to Kangro. Its length around 6.8 kilometers. And further down, it's another one is Kangro-Saku, more than 11 kilometers. And then last one in Harju County will be the Saku and Harju border with a length of 8.1 kilometers. There will be 2 sections in Rapla that we're going to procure this year. Kuku-Alu, a smaller circle, and beneath this the longest section, Alu-Kärkla, 17.2 kilometers. And just briefly reminding what is this, what the scope might be. So the substructure works includes excavation, filling works, embankment construction, also with some retaining walls, noise barriers, fencing, structures such as road viaducts, aqueducts, utility works, access road constructions, maintenance road constructions. The scope varies, and the detailed scope will be available in the tender documents. And yes, that was overview of the land procurements. And just note that these outline procurements that I went through These were all above international thresholds. These are major ones. And how to participate in our tenders. So all the tenders will be announced in this Estonian procurement registry, and they also appear when they're above the threshold of the international tender. Also will be available in this European registry, TED. Also, you can find information about the procurements in informative way from our webpage, Rail Baltic Estonia and RB Rail. Like Kristen introduced these procurement principles, these thorough documents like the guidelines. I really recommend to study these ones, and then you have a better picture of what to expect and what is expected from us. Quickly, what we have noticed and what we have experienced, especially regarding international participants, that the requirements sometimes are not met, especially if there's like the requirements for certain documents to be submitted, and if any of these documents is missing, then it means disqualifications. It means that you can't later on, when the submission deadline has passed, you can't supplement your documents for tender anymore. And all the questions regarding procurements should be asked through this Estonian procurement registry. And all the answers will be given in 3 days. Just to give a glimpse, what might be the qualification criteria. Basically, this can be divided into 5 groups, like legal standings, financial turnover and liquidity, technical and professional ability, quality standards, environmental standards. And what's important to also pay attention is that if there's a requirements regarding quality and environmental standards, then and you're participating as a consortium, then these criteria applies both of you. So each of the company has to have these standards correctly. Going into more details, so if we go through some of the criteria and the requirements, most probably we will have in tenders are the following. Regarding legal standing, so the company has to have in its country's commercial registered registration. Regarding economic and financial standing, they have to have a 3-year average turnover, minimum 100% of the contract price. Liquidity ratio has to be 1 or more, and the company has to have a positive equity. Regarding technical and professional ability, company has to have at least fulfilled similar kind of scope work contract within the last 5 to 7 years. It might vary, and for at least the scale of 70% of the estimated contract value. And regarding key experts, probably there will be 5 to 7 year experience requirement. It also may vary, depends on the procurement. They have to have managed similar contracts, have to have an applicable qualification, and so on. And regarding quality and environmental management, you have to have ISO certificates or equivalents. And more information about this, the minimum qualification requirements and else, we can find this common procurement standard guidelines that Christian briefly explained, and point out where to find this document. Basically, that was it.
Thank you
for attention. Yes.
Thank you, Vaiko, for the great presentation. Truly enlightening. Hopefully also our viewers find the information valuable on Estonia. But hang tight, please, a bit, still a few minutes. We have received 2 questions from our viewers. First one is, how far along is the stage 1 construction procurement of the Pärnu cargo terminal? Can you share?
Definitely, it's not going to happen this or next year. If it's regards this terminal itself, but there's kind of terminal related its construction base and its value, it's below interest threshold. Its expected value is around 3 to 4 million. And it's kind of preparation for the construction base. It means that we can use this land. It's prepared for the storing construction materials. And if this can be read as a stage 1, then this is the case of this year. But regarding the terminal itself, it will be the matter of not even next year. It will be a matter of year 25.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. And the second question, similar, but more focusing on the construction itself. Our viewers would like to know, when will the construction of the Ülemiste Linde terminal and the Pärnu passenger terminal begin? Can you share some timeline, some possibilities?
Regarding Ülemiste, I would say that it has already started. That we have split the Ülemiste, let's say Ülemiste project, the Ülemiste terminal, into different procurements. And 2 of them, first and second stage, has actually pretty much in the contract. Actually, currently it's in signing contract. We're in the contract signing phase, and the construction work starts, I would say, next month. The first phase involves 15-20 related works, so we need to relocate 15-20 tracks. The second stage that we signed the contract next month is related to the concrete works, all the tunnel, all the structures. And the third stage, I would say that this is the one we are going to announce this third quarter, and these are related to these streets, squares, and utilities, and this relocation of tram. And regarding Pärnu, I would also say that like major construction works regarding Pärnu, they start not before the year 25.
Well noted. That was it from the question side. And one more, once again, Vaiko, thanks for joining and thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.